Tracking employee absence through disparate spreadsheets and manual paper forms inevitably causes costly calculation errors and administrative bottlenecks. Deploying a centralized Canvas app inside Microsoft Power Apps eliminates this overhead. It enforces validation business rules natively at the user interface without requiring a premium per-user licensing tier. This split-screen diagram outlines the operational container. On the right, the technical architecture features a standard Microsoft 365 license and 3 customized SharePoint lists for requests, balances, and holidays. On the left are the resulting business values, from consolidated records to accelerated approvals. Standardizing on this architecture maximizes existing cloud investments while establishing strict security boundaries around sensitive transactional data. The first technical step is establishing data engine connectivity. Inside the Power Apps Studio, you connect a blank Canvas application directly to your 3 specific SharePoint list endpoints. Next, you configure in-memory state caching. This is a critical step to prevent recurring runtime latency and database delegation warnings during user operation. This schematic illustrates the app initialization script logic. By utilizing concurrent wrappers and clear collect functions, the system immediately pulls active user properties and balance limits from the database and routes them into a local cache upon boot execution. Offloading this lookup strain to local memory guarantees immediate, fluid UI responsiveness for the end user. This infographic maps the leave submission flow. Employees submit Canvas forms bound to the request table. Power Automate triggers Outlook notifications, sending managers to an approval module. Finally, an approved patch operation updates the balance repository to reflect net availability. This integrated orchestration strips manual data entry out of the process, preventing cross-departmental approval delays and calculation errors entirely. Before going live, administrators must run the application through a strict pre-production validation phase, targeting specific transactional stress points. This testing matrix outlines 3 essential checks. Row 1 verifies boundary limits, disabling the UI if an end date precedes a start date. Row 2 confirms concurrency, queuing simultaneous requests securely. The final row tests role isolation, rejecting unprivileged access to manager interfaces. Strict adherence to these operational validation requirements safeguards the backend database schema from negative entries and regulatory compliance risks. The critical final administrative action is straightforward. Establish a definitive backup version anchor point within the environment prior to broad enterprise distribution. Post-deployment, the application instantly delivers self-service transparency for employees tracking their historical allocations, while generating precise real-time auditing metrics for HR. Consolidating these processes secures cross-departmental auditing and permanently removes manual administrative overhead from the organizational workflow.